Hey everyone, this is Justin, and this is a YouTube channel based on reviews on a single company in Portage, Indiana, owned by a gentleman named Doug Pennington, who's actually threatening me, telling me that he's going to come over here and kill my cats, hurt me, all this stuff. I think they're drunk text messages. Turns out he's got an extensive criminal record and blah blah blah. He's telling me he's going to go after me for slander, which I think he meant defamation. Said he's going to go after me for slander if I post videos on reviews. It's funny because they even had his workers, when I made my first review on their work, say that the things that I showed in the video weren't even true. Things I actually showed aren't true. So I thought, you know what? There's so much damage here that I'm going to have to use in court, that each room is going to have to be its own video. So this one here is going to be a review / evidence on the kitchen. So you're going to see what T&M Services in Portage, Indiana, owned by Doug Pennington, who, by the way, is not licensed. He says he is. He's not. Go ahead and look it up online. I went to our city hall, had them pull it up. Not there. Went to the state, looked his name up. No, they're not licensed, not even for plumbing. So that's no. I turned them in for that. Anyway, this is just a kitchen review there, and I want you to go ahead and see this. So let's go ahead and go right here. Starting when we enter the kitchen. Yes, let's go to that. Now, first thing you're going to notice is how easy this comes off right here. See how this is chipped? That is a poor paint job right here. Also, you can see here, this area, see how there's the lip right through here? You can see underneath it. You know, that's actually loose. That's a real shame. And then right here, if you can see, there's a big space between the wall and the baseboard. You see that? There's a big gap right in through there. I love my cat so much. Anyway, and right on this side too, you can see it really well here. If we try and cover up that light here, hopefully that will do it. Do you see that gap now? See those huge gaps? Look at those. Look at those. They're just terrible. We don't know what that is, but this everything here is chipping. Everything there is chipping very, very easily. Now, this right here, if you come in through here, you'll see that there's on the new cabinets, everything was scratched when they put it in. We told them about this, and they told us not to talk about the scratches on the tile, the scratches on this, the scratches on the door in the other room. They said wait till they're done, and then by that time we'll say that they will have touched everything up. And we didn't really trust them, and by the time they said they were done, all the scratches that they said they were going to take care of somehow magically were still there. So you can see there's scratches through here, there's scratches here. You see right through here? Look at all this. Look at this spot there, there, and there. This has to do with mishandling. And we found out that since they did such a bad job, look up here. See that? Look at that, babe. I didn't notice that before, did you?
No. Wow.
And right here it's bad too. Look at that. I didn't notice that. Anyway, so we're noticing new things every day. Every day we notice more and more things that they did wrong. So, yeah, there's scratches right through here. This is mishandling. We found out also that since they're not licensed, they don't have insurance, which we don't think they do. Even if they did have insurance, it wouldn't be covered due to negligence, because insurance doesn't cover negligent jobs. The contractor needs to pay for them and pay for damages. So then we have the gap through here again, obviously. There's a gap in the back. They put in the wrong color of grout through here. You see that? They put in the wrong color of grout. They got it all over here, all over the stone where it's not supposed to be. And then also right here, I want you to see that there's big gaps through here again. See this? But it's with pretty much all of them in the house. Like, look at this. They did a really poor job with that. You see, see how they got it through here instead of keeping the grout just there? Then we got things like this. When they did that, we mentioned it to them right away. They just didn't care. We have scratches through here. Oh, you can't see it right now. There's scratches right through here. And then there's scratches right through here too. Can you see? Oh, hold on. Come on, scratch. See this? See those scratches? They did that during installation by stacking these things on top of each other and sliding them when putting them in. So that's a shame. You can see that we have the cracks through here. See that? That crack all the way on the bottom, all the way through. It looks absolutely awful. And it goes all the way. And there's a big gap between this and the counter where bugs are coming in and out. So that's a real shame. Also, if you step back, you're going to see we have big gaps through here. They didn't adjust these. And then the handles are all crooked as well. If you step back and you look at them from the distance, you're going to see that they're arm crooked. And everyone who comes over to our house, everyone mentions how these are arm crooked. And they have kind of a laugh, but they have a laugh about how stupid the contractor was. So then again, it's a gap all the way through here, obviously. That's right, I remember that's paint that they got in through there. And then we got these big gaps through here. Do you see how it blows in through? Oh, did it turn off?
Oh, that is horrible.
Oh, good, it did not turn off. So, we got that big gap through here. And, see that? The gap through here again. And then, oh, you can't see it through here. They got scratches through here, though. Like, you can't see it with the way the lighting's hitting it. But this is all scratched up. This is all scratched up. The whole countertop is all scratched up. All through here, due to them putting their tools up there. Now, this here, this is interesting. They actually had this. Get back, babe. They actually had this for the gas line in the back coming out through here on the bottom there, right on the side where if you have to push something in, it will be right on the side so you can't get it in all the way. And they didn't even have a valve on it. There's no valve for the gas, so you have to turn the gas off on the outside, and that's against the. You gotta show the cat real quick. Look at that. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Oh, I love him so much. And of course he's threatening to kill that cat for us posting this right now. So you know what? Screw him, that asshole. No one should threaten someone else for screwing them over and stealing from them. Anyway, so yeah, so we couldn't put this in all the way. It was sticking out this much. The stove and the oven was sticking out that much from before because this thing was sticking out, you know, so much. So we actually had to take this out of the wall itself when we got this puppy in. So there's that. Also within the dishwasher, there is an electrical socket right behind this, which you're not supposed to do nowadays. And that's a violation. It's against building code. You can't have the water right through there. You're supposed to have it in here underneath the sink and then move that power cord into that. But they added it behind there because they just don't know regulations and all that stuff. And then you have things like this right through here. See how they have that line through there that they marked with their pencil? They never clean it up. They still have marks all over this from the drywall and everything, and their tape that they left here. We have really crappy looking things like this, you know? It looks absolutely horrible. It's very, very sloppy. Very, very sloppy again. You see that? And then we have things like this, how it's flaking off. You know, then we have things like this here, more imperfections, more scratches through here, like right here as well. It's done very, very poorly. Now we gave them, oh, this right here, see that? They did not connect that on. They didn't put that on at all. They just leaned it up against here like that. They leaned it up against here like that with the side here sticking out. You know, and they said that they were done with the job. And these are all crooked. Then this part took them 5 weeks and they never got it right. There's supposed to be 36 inches in here in order to fit in a refrigerator like that. That's a smaller refrigerator. It's a smaller refrigerator at 35.5 inches because they accidentally have this at 32 or 33 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't going to fit. So they actually had to take out the counter piece and order a new counter piece, which is in the garage now, and put it in the one with the correct size. And it's still the wrong size. We still can't get a 36-inch refrigerator in there. So we got a smaller one, 35.5-inch refrigerator. It won't fit in here either because the counter, see? the counter's sticking out too much. They didn't measure it right. So look how deep that is there. And if I go all the way back, look at, not even at all. My finger goes all the way in right there. There's a huge difference. Let me grab a measuring tape real quick so you can see the difference here. See? You know there's gaps through here on the counter all the time. So you can see right there it is at an inch. It's at an inch right here, right? There you go. And then when we come forward, look at how much it comes out. Look at this. Oops. And that's it right there. It's not even. It's not even at all from there to back here. Very poor job. Very, very poor. So that took them 2 weeks to do that. Then it took them another 3 weeks to fix it, which it wasn't even fixed. It's still crap. And they're mad at us saying that them making these mistakes are our fault. It's absolutely ridiculous. So to try and get the refrigerator in, we had to take this off here, and it turns out that they lied. This was steel. This is metal. We paid for metal. Was it metal before, babe?
It was wood.
Okay.
But we did pay for the
So
upgrade.
we paid for metal for an upgrade here, and they put in wood. And they said that they never touch wood. He'll never put in wood because wood is bad. He knows how much security means to me, so he was not going to put in wood. And that he's going to make sure it was metal. And you know what? The whole house. All wood, not just wood, really cheap, really, really soft wood can be kicked in easily. So he put us at risk as well. So a real shame. So we had to rip this thing out and rip out the baseboard, and that's when we saw the big gap between the flooring. And they did a horrible job with beating the drywall and the drywall itself. We have paint smears everywhere. It's completely unnatural. You can see how they failed. See how they failed to buff that out properly. This crap is just all over the house. It's all over the house. You know, they were too lazy to even adjust this. So now we got that big mark there up against the wall from opening and closing it. And yeah, it looks like more marks from pencil. You know, you have drywall type crap right through there as well. And the thing is we're finding more and more things every day. Oh, you know what? Here's another thing too. Look at this. This is cute. They threw their trash in here. They threw their trash in here while doing this. See this? This is all trash. They actually threw that right in here. See that? They threw trash right in here, and then they covered it up. They just covered it up like it wasn't even there. We haven't touched that or anything till now. I was waiting for the review to show people that they did that crap. And then we also have that big gap. Look at it. Huge, huge gap all the way through there. Just huge. You know? You can't see it. What a bummer. And then we have this right here. See how they didn't finish filling it in all the way? We have that in certain spots. Different spots actually through here. The refrigerator is covering it up, I believe. But it's absolutely horrible, you know. And then we have things like this here again. Look at that. You see that? See how it doesn't match the rest of it? See the texture there? It's just when you do the putty, you know what I mean? On there, as far as with the on the drywall, they just screwed it up. They did everything improperly and just about everything wrong. Oops, did I accidentally turn off? No. Man, we're on 14 minutes now. And that's everything I can think of right now, but I promise you, I'll find many, many more things. Like right now, looking at that. See how I could see in the cabinet through there? Because they didn't adjust it. Even little things like that, they refuse to even just simply adjust it, you know? And it's just awful. It's awful. Is there anything else like inside the cabinets or anything you can think of, babe?
Not at the moment.
I can't think of anything out of it, but here's the thing is I know I'm forgetting so many things right now within this kitchen, but there's just so many screw-ups by them. We cannot stay on all of it. Oh yeah, we believe the studs behind the wall are wrong. When I use a stud finder, they're not according to regulation. So that's another thing. Oh, and everything you do, every mistake you tell them about, they're going to give you an excuse. It's always excuses, and it's always reasons why it's code. They'll lie and they'll say, well, that's code. We have to do it because, and they'll give you the most stupid, most ridiculous excuse. And when you call up a building inspector to your area, they'll tell you, no, that's not true. There's nothing even close to that. But total liars, Doug Pennington and Enos Snyder, they just lie and lie. And it's a real shame. It's absolutely horrible. Everything I see in the video about them can be backed up if you look at the reviews. They lied about us in the reviews, but everything I say can be backed up through evidence, through recorded phone conversations, text documents, where things are on email or on text messages, recorded on record and printed out, or just when they're here and I have a recorder on this phone recording a conversation. Everything I can back up, absolutely everything. But they're liars, they're deceitful, they have a bad background. Doug Pennington's criminal record is absolutely horrible. DUIs at the Union, constantly getting pulling over, 4 DUIs, and that's the type of person you're dealing with. Also within the garage, they destroyed thousands of dollars worth of our things. All my tools are missing, all of our wiring stuff is missing, our trash cans and everything like that are missing, my tools are missing. They robbed us blind, or burglarized us blind, man, when they came in here. They took all of our stuff from Myers and Home Depot. Switches like this, we had bags of switches and everything, and switches, and of course these. Oh, there's another thing. See how there's a breaker there? You have a breaker 1, right? That's the beginning of the line, right? And then from there, the line goes through here. You don't need a breaker. You don't need a breaker. Then you do need a breaker. On the first one, the one you legally need a breaker on, look at. They don't have a breaker on it. Those idiots. That's the one you need a breaker on. You don't need a breaker on these ones. You need it on the first one. They switched it around. But we had these sockets too. They stole all of them. All of our sockets, all of our switches, all of our wiring, everything's gone. They took everything. So, anyway, that's the review. And this is an honest review. This is an honest review. They can go ahead and try and go after me for defamation, send or whatever they want. I'm prepared to go to court for